Good evening, guys. My name is Chris Saunders, and welcome to your third edition of the simrigs.com Thursday night races. This week we are at Okayama. So we are about to go green.
Look at all the Simriggies cars at the front. What's going on? That's a little suspicious, don't you think?
A little suspicious. Oh, bust ups already.
Oh, no. Oh, Timmy. The race is underway. Down to turn one. 3 wide at the middle of the pack.
We still have Philip Audi in the number 14 Audi in P1, followed quickly by Anthony Contarino, Derek Audi, and Kobe Williams hot on their trail as well. Yeah, all big bust-ups as well behind them, actually, coming into that back corner.
So we're 3 wide into the hairpin. Didn't quite work out. The BMW not quite getting into the corner in time, and unfortunately, it looked like Liam and a few other guys were innocent bystanders there.
Absolute nightmare of a first lap. Impossible to watch that amount of carnage all at once. So bad lap one, that's for sure. Somebody that definitely hasn't lost positions is Kobe Williams. I think he probably would have been a little bit disappointed with his qualifying time because he's normally right up there, right up the front. But he's made that up and sitting quite happily in P3.
On board now with Derek Audi. Let's wait the dashboard on as well, so you can just see how fast these guys are going in the sim. And actually, speaking of Derek, there is a bit of a battle between himself and Kobe Williams for P3 right now. There is a bit of a dive now from Derek. Is he going to let him go? No, Kobe's going to fight him all the way. Come on the inside of him now. Yeah, so the Ford GT relies a lot on a tow from one in front, the car in front of him. But Kobe has lost it, and Derek has bumped him as well in the front left quarter. And old Scott Forsyth has taken advantage of that. There'll be a good battle there for P2, and Philip Audi out in front, putting an 8-second gap on Contarino and Forsyth.
Philip Audi stamping his authority on this race today, though. Let's not forget, though, it is only the first race, so all sorts of things could happen.
There's a little bit of a battle going on here with Luke Netapel. Luke Netapel coming for a turn 1 dive, and gets it. Comes across good, aggressive driving from Luke Netapel there.
For now, yeah, for sure. I think you're dead right there, bud. He'll be looking just to consolidate that position.
Oh, no, Luke. Luke has lost
we cursed him?
We have, and he got a bump as well.
Oh, and Liam comes through to pick up another spot as well there.
Yeah, Liam did well to come through there nice and clean. That was really unlucky there for Netapel. So what we'll do now is we'll go and check out the battle for second between Anthony Contarino and Scott Forsyth.
Looks like to be the battle of the race so far, with only a second between them.
And Contarino has been quite consistent in this race as well. He's been a competitor the whole way through, and Forsyth coming up 8 positions to sit in P3.
With only, it looks like we could be on our last lap now. In fact, we are.
A bit hot under the collar there at the start, so they might want to cool down.
Oh, a big off as well from Contarino here in the straightaway, and Scott Forsyth has overtaken him now. Coming up now into turn 1.
And that'll be Scott Forsyth. So that's the end of the race. That'll be Scott Forsyth starting from second place for the second race tonight.
Wow, Scotty Forsyth did really well to capitalise on that and keep his cool. Contarino will be quite frustrated with that, but he'll be able to cool down in P3 to get ready for the next one. He knows him and Forsyth will be able to battle it out and hopefully get really competitive with Phil Audi, who was in P1.
By a long way, 7.7 seconds at the end of the race there, which is, I think he definitely backed it off in the last lap safely, which is a good way to play.
And so we have Phil Audi P1, Scott Forsyth stealing P2 from Anthony Contarino, who finished in P3, Derek Audi in the Ford GT in P4, Kobe Williams in P5, Gary Wickett impressively coming through into P6 after a bit of a rough practice session. P7 goes to Lee Germain, P8 is Liam Caplice, P9 is Patrick Millard, followed by P10, which is Xavier Bonilla, all the way out of Spain. Gridding up now for race 2, which is our feature race for this evening. P1 is Phil Audi, followed by Scott Forsyth in P2 and Anthony Contarino in P3.
Look, really fast top 5 cars here, and it's good to see they're all back together again, so hopefully we get a nice little race out of this. Be interesting to see what Phil's strategy is, though, with the race start this time. We saw last time he decided to go immediately as soon as the pace car pulled off to the right. So we'll see if everyone's wise to it, or if he decides to play some games and go a bit slow. Here we go.
Oh, he's got a strategy going on here.
Good looking start. Good looking start. Great job, guys, so far.
And we are live now, guys. So we have Philip Audi now in P1. A drag race going on between Audi and Forsyth. And Forsyth is winning as we come through into turn 1. Phil has taken P1 back.
Torino having a look on the inside of Phil as well into turn 1, but going around the outside is Kobe Williams, and now he takes P3. And Forsyth making the move for P1. They're still side by side down
This
towards
is awesome.
Atwood. Oh, so Kobe making it an Audi sandwich momentarily until Forsyth went a little wide into the hairpin down the back straight. So we've got 2 Audis in 1 and 2, and followed by 2 or even 3 or 4 BMWs. Oh, looks like we've had a spinner back there. I think that was Lee Germain.
I think that was Lee Germain.
But look how close this is down the front straight after 1 lap. If you thought Phil Audi was going to get away, we can think again, because we've got Kobe Williams right there with Forsyth, Contarino, Jackson Barry, Dale Carpenter, Liam Caplice, all super close. Derek Audi dropping back a little bit to P8, but he's still right there.
And
Yeah,
no
so
one thinks he's
Forsyth-
having damage. Oh, big
Forsyth
spin
didn't-
out in the background
Oh,
there as
no.
well, actually.
Here we go.
Oh, he just got a bit of a punt actually there. He got a little bit of front end damage. Guys,
Kobe, he's
Kobe
wide.
again. Ooh,
And
that's what I
gonna
mean
give
about
Scott a
Kobe's
bit of a chance.
aggression.
Or maybe Scott's thought better of that.
I love Kobe's aggression. It is really, really impressive and fun to see. But when it goes wrong, man, it goes wrong. Anthony Contarino now, just to show you how tight this really is. And he's sitting in P4 currently.
Or with Dale Carpenter right behind, who set the fastest lap of the race last lap. Probably getting the 4-car tow down each of these long straights. So let's see what lap he does. And guess what? Fastest lap of the race, Derek Audi. A whole 0.3 of a second faster than the next fastest car during this race with a 29.689. Watch out, Derek's on the way.
As Kobe Williams again doing some more flashing in P2.
A look with Forsyth going on the defensive and nearly having an impromptu lunge at Kobe Williams into the hairpin.
As Kobe has a big move now. Oh, he did pull out there on
So
Phil
perhaps
Audi.
showing the nose, not quite close enough to get the move done, but if you just stick your nose across there as well, just to kind of fake a move onto the inside and try and put Phil off. But Phil's holding his nerve at the moment. Good to see.
Yeah, and Derek as well is actually making a fool out of me now. He is now within 4/10 now on Derek. Sorry, on Dale Carpenter for the battle on P4. And Scott Forsyth has actually crashed. Let's go and check that out now.
Let's have a look. So coming down towards the hairpin off the back straight, got Contarino just behind, perhaps having a look, or has he gone in a little bit too deep?
Yeah, I think he's just
looks like
down
he's-
gear
he's
too
on the-
quick. There you go.
He's either locked their ears or perhaps got a little bit of an assist from behind in anyone's server. Yeah.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, Phil, come on. Don't do that to us. He's making it interesting, though, because now we've got to battle down towards turn 1 on the end of, or the beginning of lap 8.
He'll be frustrated with
And-
himself there.
Oh, Kobe's gotten down
Kobe's
to the
going to
inside.
take the inside.
Yeah,
Yep.
so Kobe has now taken P1 and is a massive battle out. Phil comes back as well.
Big
He's
squeeze.
held his nerve around the outside. Kobe just out in the marbles decides to back out of it, but now he's got to keep his eyes on the mirror with Anthony Contarino getting a little bit of a gain out of that round. So we've got a good run down the back straight. Now, what's interesting, Phil managing to hold the gap down the back straight with Kobe in the tow, perhaps suggesting Phil's gone for a sneaky low aero setup during this race, and that's helping him out.
Yeah, and Contarino has just gone
Contarino's-
over.
Oh.
He's just gone around now. He had a massive push on Kobe Williams. He was quite frustrated with himself there, trying to air enter the track safely.
Job done there, and just lost the rear probably on the brakes into the first left-hander in the inner complex of the track.
And even more impressive as well is Robert Orsner, who has come up 20. come up 20 positions from the last race to this race. Doing extremely well.
So I'll tell you one thing that hasn't turned down or slowed down during the race is Kobe Williams all over the back of Phil.
That
Phil
segue.
still holding his nerve.
Kobe's been making the run again and again and again. And Phil's just been managing to close that door. It's been absolutely brilliant.
And guys, this is super close. And we've only got 2.5 minutes remaining here, so we're probably going to get another 2 or 3 laps of racing between these two. And these guys will be sweating, especially young Phil with that. He's still running VR at the moment, isn't he?
Running the VR headset, I guarantee you there'll be sweat drops in there. He'll be worried about the screens fogging up. There'll be all sorts of stuff going on in there.
Sweaty and foggy and a mess. I do not want to smell him at work tomorrow, that's for sure.
How's the damage on that Mad Max car?
If you want to see, oh no, this is dangerous.
Oh no, oh no,
Oh,
no.
that couldn't have worked out any better, thankfully. But
Oh,
if you ever
man.
want to see a car steering like a forklift, that was it, folks. and that it's the white flag. So we're starting the last lap.
Square
Here we
now,
go, folks.
the last lap on the simrigs.com Thursday night sprint. Pushing it. Oh, God.
Still going for a move. Oh, it's nose to tail. It's super easy to have an accident there. Phil yet again holding his nerve with all the pressure from Kobe, using all these go-kart tricks. As he goes a little bit wide into the back straight, that could be the edge that Phil needs just to get to the finish line in front. As Kobe again locking the rears into the second last hairpin. Perhaps Phil are slowing down a little bit to keep himself in front and park it up a little bit. As we come down towards the second last corner now, very hard to make a move from here. It's all about keeping it on the road for Phil, just nailing this last corner. He's gone a little wider. Interesting entry into the last corner. Oh, perhaps the sweat drops were fogging up his screen a little bit, but he's hung on.
He has hung
the
on
race
there.
lead there, Proxy Boy.
The burnt fringe has taken out Race Suit, and he gets punted by Kobe Williams.
Punt for his troubles. What a battle all the way to the finish with Kobe Williams having many opportunities, keeping it clean. Phil holding his nerve. Dale coming through the pack. Derek showing that the Ford can actually finish a race. And Scott Forsyth keeping his nerve after copping a little bit of a tap, or perhaps locking the rears into the hairpin to come home in 5th place.
That was, I couldn't take my eyes off the front runners at that point. It was incredible. It was so much fun.
So we have in P1 Phil Audie, followed very closely by Kobe Williams in P2. P3 was Dale Carpenter, followed by P4 and Derek Audie. P5 very impressive with Scott Forsyth. A little bit unlucky there, spinning out after overtaking there. And P6 was Anthony Contarino. P7 Timothy Audie, who was quite impressive with that actually. So Timothy Audie actually came back 10 positions to get there. We had Liam Caplice in P8, Robert Orsner in P9, Steve Jenkins in P10.